believe, if I remember where we left off, you guys were about to leave town. You met back up with your turtle friend, and bought some supplies and stuff. And you found out that the your last employer's house is
Gone?
yeah.
Replaced. Illusory, perhaps? I didn't really, go knock on the door or anything.
It did look very real.
I mean, a good illusion should.
Yeah, true. And yeah, you guys, like I said, bought some supplies, got ready to ship out for the most part, I think. Not ready to ship out, but you got the stuff to get ready for shipping out. And you bought some potions.
Yeah.
Well, we got the stuff to make potions.
Well, you also bought some potions.
And we bought some potions too, but yeah. But we got enough to make 10 potions.
Which I think we discussed only you and I are actually capable of doing.
Yes, I do not have alchemist tools. Let me just make triple sure. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. And I figured it'll probably be a 1 roll, 1 assist to improve our chances.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think that was most things.
I think so.
Lots of shopping, basically.
Shopping episode.
Yay.
Okay, let me make sure I should have sound testing. Yep, yeah, we got sound. Alright, good.
Yay.
That was actually the first sound I heard was your last yay. Alright.
Oh, double yay.
Yeah, meanwhile, back on the boat, just making sure keeping the boys honest now, because, apparently my generosity, feed them to the lion.
And they're working the hardest they can.
Like, if we sink in the fucking river...
They're not the best at what they do, but they're the best at trying to be the best that they can do.
That's all I ask.
You guys are like half craftsmen. That's kind of fun.
I'm using that word very specifically. Because I know if Zealous comes back, I'm in trouble.
That back?
Yeah, that's a long trip for Zealous to come after us for not knowing that he needed to come make that trip.
Fair.
Yeah.
I believe I got some change back from you gentlemen, if I recall correctly. I already did the math.
Okay, good, because I don't remember how much change we had left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
But just to go over the inventory real quick, and this is at the top of the notes: burlap sack of nutmeg, not nutmeg.
Yep.
7 days worth of rations for 10 persons at a comfortable level. 5 empty barrels for the storing of said rations and other goods. 100 feet of fresh rope. I didn't get a count of what rope we already have on board. And enough lumber and sailcloth for 1 moderate repair and a single rowboat.
Man, it's gonna suck when we run into like kick-ass pirates and they just shoot the crap out of our boat.
We are on a river.
No, because they'll have a kick-ass pirate ship for us to take.
I'm about to say, that just sounds like an upgrade.
How do you think we got this boat?
I want to point out, every single time any of the GMs have presented pirates as an opposing force, suddenly the party had a boat.
Yeah.
100% of the
I'm
times.
Yeah,
taking
just don't
that as a
destroy
no.
their
Or
bodies
added
too
to
much
the
because then
Armada.
we can
Or
have some more
added to
fun
the
with the Death
Armada.
Cleric.
Star Wars. Sorry, Jara.
No, you're not. Don't lie to me.
Give me enough time and we can
I am sorry,
Pirates of the
because
Caribbean this.
the Infernal Wolf needs to fly again.
Maybe with Rise of Skywalker, I'll come up with something.
Yeah. So, are you ready for us, GM? I thought that was all I wanted to go over, was what we had, confirm what we had procured.
Yeah, this sounds about right to me. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, you asked that at the wrong time.
Quite a bit.
It's the DM, so it's fine.
You
When
asked that at the wrong
calculating
time.
spell DC, it's 8 plus your modifier plus
Proficiency.
proficiency bonuses. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
making sure.
I still gotta make. That's right. I gotta mark Rickon on the main map. Well, I'll give the boat the ship the once over. Confirm that the boys have at least done an adequate job.
Give me an investigation.
Alrighty. Gotta double check whether. That's right. I am no longer proficient in woodworking tools. Thank you. 17.
The ship definitely looks better than when you first got here. It's maybe not as much better as you'd expect after 2.5. But you're pretty sure you'd be safe to just go down the river.
River worthy, definitely not maelstrom worthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably don't go on the open, waters, but river, probably fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Stop saying that.
She's the GM. She's allowed.
Stop reacting to that, and she will.
Trolls.
Okay. Well, Captain Milela, are you ready? Shit, we didn't get your hat.
Well, it's okay. I didn't look up terms for how to captain anyway.
It's a vehicle like any other. What's the worst that could happen? So this would be the full day was spent shopping and all that. So we're going into the next day. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. I'll go. Since I guess I was the one who signed in, I'll find Dockmaster Steve and make sure to let him know we're freeing up the dock. Thank him for guarding the ship and all that happy stuff. And we'll be seeing you.
Well, Steve is not around, but his assistant helps you out. Gives you your finalized receipt.
Well, thank you, Andrew. It was likewise a pleasure to deal with you as well.
Feel free to come back anytime.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
What kind of check am I gonna need to roll to see if Ulrich is someone who gets seasick? I'm
That's a
assuming
fun
Constitution.
Yeah, Con.
Con save. Gotcha. I'm good.
You're completely fine.
Oh, this is weird.
I just look at it like we haven't even moved yet.
Yes, but it's like I feel the boat moving now. Now that we're at least
You were supposed
Going
to
out.
spend the night. We've literally not left the dock yet.
Why do you think I spent like a day and a half here just like, oh, look at all that water. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've never been out of the sand before.
I just I felt it, but now I'm really feeling it. Anyhow, paperwork's all handled, so if there's anything last minute,
Not
alright,
much.
I pull the last rope off the dock as I come up the gangplank and request the stronger amongst us to pull the gangplank up.
I asked Frederick to pull the gangplank up.
It doesn't take too much effort. Frederick's a tough boy.
Yep.
And with that, you guys are free.
Yay.
Alright, now the GM has prepared Lingen, we're all gonna just go north.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not planning to the land boat.
No, we just go the opposite way, back over the ocean.
No,
No.
no.
Uh,
You know what? There's a rowboat. Have fun.
no,
Yeah.
I'm good. This is my first time on a boat. I'd rather.
Yeah, go across the water. You'll be fine.
But before I've gone, we'll go down and basically put around the boat for the day. I'll set up one of my little artificer devices, little like miscellaneous things, to just do the rhythmic timekeeping drum beat for any of us that cycle onto the oars. Because we unfortunately did not hire more folks, so I hope you guys were ready to paddle.
Ready to flex those muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at my strength score. Sure.
It is worth noting that it doesn't take you much to actually get into the river. They got a nice little channel.
Wonderful.
Just kind of float right in there.
Trying to think of who would be the best eyes in the party.
The best rowers?
Eyes. I mean,
No.
we can't all be down there rowing.
Yeah. I am not great at the seeing.
Graves?
I'm looking. Also, I keep forgetting where I put my phone.
Alright.
Like, at one point, it was in front of me. At one point, it was to the right of me.
Oh, up to the crow's nest with you then.
Frederick is good at watching.
Yeah, but I
It
would
would
like
be
someone who has a voice.
16 passive.
Nah.
That's pretty good.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will
The
cycle.
cat is more than happy to go up high.
Yeah. Get your own little perch up
We're
there.
climbing.
Give her a vase and she'll be happy. Just like set it up there, and she'll be compelled. Just
And
go and be
swat
right
at anyone
below her.
else who tries to come up here.
Okay. Obviously, just make a big hullabaloo if we need to come up, but probably cycle out. Two at a time, just to keep a nice general speed going, and while letting everyone else get some rest, with our 3 hirelings.
Well,
Is anyone absolutely positively opposed to taking a shift at Rowan?
One of your subordinates?
You don't have a say. You're being paid.
Hand goes down.
Like, these guys, these are volunteer workers. Would you like to volunteer your pay away? Then you get say.
I mean, my hands are my my money makers, and Splinter sounds like something that might affect my ability to properly measure
Oh, come on. Hard
reagents.
work is good for the soul.
Or the shoulders. But if that's the case, that's actually perfectly fine, Gar, because you did acquire the materials we spoke about.
Yes, and I was thinking, while we travel, it might be best if I procure a room to begin the lengthy process. Also, I've got something new I've been thinking about that I want to try and whip up a few of, and I might need one or two of you for some medical application testing later.
Oh, I'm glad I'm up here.
I don't enjoy those words he just said.
We'll see about it. As a still technically fellow alchemist.
Uh-huh.
As a fellow craftsman, I will offer myself.
But you three go ahead and take the just around at the hirelings. You three and I will take the first shift row. That way, you can enjoy yourself a fine lunch and the fresh river air. Sound all right?
Yeah, boss.
All right. Get down there, make sure to wrap the oars for some splinter protection. It's all right. Oh fuck, this is gonna hurt.
And they get to work with you. Are you guys planning on stopping along the way or going straight to Lincoln?
We didn't really math how long one way or the other would take, did we? By boat specifically.
Not that I remember. I think it was at least a full day, maybe more.
Well, we're fighting the current for one. We'll see how we're feeling. I'll note to our feline watcher to let us know when Louch comes into view. And we'll see how everyone's feeling. I guess would that be upriver? The downside with auto-generated maps is the physicality of the land doesn't quite match how things would work.
Yeah.
But
I probably came from that way. Would I know? I came from Ulrich lived on this continent, so would he know?
You probably would. Because coming from Greenwich, the main place you come from is, Lock. That place. And that took you about 3 days on feet.
basically, as long as no one slacks in their rowing duty, we should make it by nightfall.
Sounds like a good plan. It will be much faster than the way I came.
No, we don't have that spell. Darn it. Yes, Jared, I was about to bull strength the hell out of us.
Funny you mentioned that.
Do we have that now?
I have that. Enhanced ability.
We do. Okay. The guy who raised his hand, I'm assuming it's because he's, a little sickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, since it's the second level, Master, was it Austral? No, that's Austral. If you want to cast it on him, and I'll cast it on myself, because I feel like I'm probably the other weak link of the... There we go.
I don't know what you're casting.
Okay, so it's enhanced
I
ability.
don't know.
It's either going to be Bear's Endurance if we're going to argue that it's more the ability to endure the constant monotonous action, or it's going to be Bear's Strength to to do the physicality of pulling. Either to me makes sense.
Yeah, I would personally probably say it'd be endurance.
Okay, so Bear's Endurance, Master Austral, on Timothy over here.
Yep. He also gets this many temp HP.
And I'll get this many.
All right.
Gives advantage on the Constitution saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And how long are you planning on rowing for?
With that, at least an hour.
All right, yeah, give me a con save.
Alrighty.
Stroke.
Oh, there's no stroke. I just tap the button, tap the rock every time it goes off, and it has the boom, 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 boom. Pre-recorded sound. I'm cheating. That's right.
Hey, it's what we can do.
So 12 on my end.
Yeah, everyone makes it the full hour. Your arms freaking hurt. You can make it the full hour. And you guys made pretty considerable progress, actually. Because it turns out the river is kind of flowing inward.
Okay.
So you got that open.
How's Timmy boy looking?
Oh, he looks fine. He could do this all day.
Fucking asshole.
Your other two people don't look great.
Okay. How many seconds slots do we actually have?
We got 2.
2. Now I know you guys. Yeah, it was a pretty rough start. I'll put my hand on the one in front of me, but just let's try and push 1 more hour, and we'll rotate the crew out, or we'll pull off and see where we're at. All right, lads, come on. We can just. I'm not a charismatic person, but he's trying. He's that really annoying manager that is trying to be peppy, and you know he's not peppy.
Yeah.
Because over there, like, rubbing his arms, like, oh, fuck.
I could come in with your gun.
What was that?
I was saying I could come in with your rifle. That'll motivate him.
Yeah.
We're not that kind of crew. We're good people yet. But Austral, if you don't mind enhancing, I insert random name here. Insert random name here. I'm sticking with Timothy because.
Yeah, Timothy is the weakest one. I wrote this in my notes now.
Okay, and but those are the two that
Oops,
they're having the hardest of it. Will that let me click my 2d6?
Yep.
Hey, it did. Without having to. So whoever's sitting in front of me, I'll put it on him, and then whoever's sitting in front of Timmy gets it. So we balance out the levels of exhaustion, kind of thing.
Are you going for another hour?
We'll push for 1 more hour, and then swap out with Ulrich, Alexander down here, and Austral. And then we'll see about who wants to take that 4th slot. Probably myself again.
I mean, I got strength.
You're busy captaining.
Yeah.
Unless you in character come and bitch at him for not making you come down here, he's not gonna come make you come down here. But an 18 on my con save.
Yeah, no, you're actually pretty good. The guy in front of you, though, he makes it like 45 minutes and then just kind of falls over in pain. Timothy actually crit his second time. So
Man, me and Timmy are just over like, yeah, we're good. We're good. Actually got a rhythm going.
And honestly, the last one's all right too.
All right. I'll push it. So Ulrich, Oscar, Alexander, if y'all wanna go on down here, lads. Timothy, stay with us one more run, and then let these lads get their food, and we'll go for the next rotation. All right.
All right. Coming down.
There's just this guy laying, just twitching. And someone see about him.
I
give
think
me
I
a
have
minute.
Alex's sheet. Yeah, I still have Alexander's sheet still on my list.
I'm just gonna like carry him up, and then I'll give him like 5 points of lay on hand. See if that helps.
Fuck, I'm the cook.
Come on. I think there's something in the kitchen.
Malayla!
Well,
I've got to go start lunch.
You need a strength check from Alexander because he said I can do it for him.
It's con saves.
He's con save. He's waiting on his mouse to respond. It's having issues for some reason.
Oh, wonderful.
yeah, you can give him his con save. And Ulrich, he feels a little better, but he's still crying.
He's crying?
Oh, don't do that. Come on, it's just manual labor. Come on.
This is where I find out these guys were like shanghaied and they never signed up to be on a ship to begin with. They've only been staying because we're paying them. Oh god.
They've like been pretending to work the sails and stuff. They've never actually had to row. They're like, what the hell is this job? I didn't sign up for this one.
Shit. But yeah, I'll tap out with Malayla, unfortunately, because I'm the ship's cook.
I'm sure it'll be wonderful. I'm not good at con.
Oh no!
So, one more hour passes. Specifically, Malayla, Alex, and Timothy now, your arms kind of feel like jello at the end. It doesn't hurt a lot, but it's kind of sore. On a plus note, Graves, you see a town.
Are we being carried by the river at this point? Like, even
Mostly,
like
yeah.
most moderately? Alright,
Yeah.
we'll one sell it, and everyone come up for, we'll have lunch on the deck, folks. A nice, river trout. Nice and serious.
Oh, that felt good. How are you? Oh, well.
Oh yeah, no,
You just yelled out, I'm fine.
I'm just giving like the poutiest look. I am so sorry.
Does anyone need to be carried like Tim?
I'm fine.
Tim's a champion.
3 hours. I'm done.
Okay, come on. I'm just gonna put my I'm just gonna put his arm over my shoulder and carry him a bit. Come on. We'll get
Okay.
you something good to eat. Come on.
I like good things to eat.
I will help Tally up if she needs it.
She is a strong, independent woman.
She who also rolled a 9.
With rubber for arms. Rubber for arms, fire for a back.
Wait, what
I
is
just
Dante's
yelled
plan?
down the hallway at Corwin, hey, your arms are jello. And he's over there going, what? Yo, you got jello arms.
Noodle arms.
Hey, that's a saying in my other group. If you have an 8 in strength because it's someone's dump stat, noodle arms is a thing.
Noodle arms has been a thing since before that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Noodle Arms is me in
There's
real
at the
life. Don't worry
beginning
about
of
it.
Wizarddom.
Oh, Awesemo. Awesemo and his noodle arms. He,
Yep. And like I said, Graves, you do actually see land. Well, you've seen land, but now you see a town.
like, holy shit, how wide is this river?
Land.
You see a town.
And there's more land, and I see, and there's some more land.
well, like I said, we'll set up the. Assuming the wind is favorable for it, we'll set up a single sail to keep just a slow, steady, kind of coast our way into town.
Oh yeah. No, you're actually going at a decent pace just by going on the river.
Pop in and check on Gar, whatever room he's decided to hole up in. Master Turtle,
Yes.
lunch, some trout.
Yes. That sounds lovely.
Totally not trying to peek at what he's working on.
If you peek, basically, I have my herbalism kit basically like screwed all over the table, as well as parts of my poisoner's kit mixed in. Because
Being proficient with, I would say being proficient with both of those, I'm just like, okay. I know that tool.
Several beakers and vials and
Yep.
and stuff like all over the table. Nothing is labeled.
Okay. Do make sure to portion out some for me to work on.
Not you.
Yes. I have by my calculation, I believe each of us should be able to make about one per day, which obviously means that over the course of the week, if you could make 3 or 4 yourself, we should be done by the time we arrive.
Wonderful. As she is being an excellent watch cat, hearing this shouting, like, excuse me, Gar.
But by the way, while you're
yes.
here, I noticed that we had a couple of new people in the party that I haven't really met yet. Would you say any of them are magically inclined?
We've got a priestly one with us, and then the Austro fella. He's kind of like my same practice, more science than magic.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Someone just carried up the ladder.
Frederick will help carry somehow.
There's all these fish just laying on the
Frederick will try to toss it up.
I spent an hour making this wonderful meal, Gar. A wonderful meal. And I can hear it hitting the deck.
It sounds fantastic. Yes. And that's the. So he's more of the. What do they call that? Holy magics?
No, Miss Graves. Oh, I'm certainly not. We are not practitioners of the holy. Miss Graves, though, is I mean, she's covered in plenty of
yes,
accoutrement of the priestly type.
Interesting.
Didn't catch what affiliation to deity she has, but Austral and I, we practice some of the Western sciences.
Right. I can understand that. So yes, I will just be needing the 2 of these, and you see him put 2 small things into his pocket. Dinner. Let's go.
Lunch, but yeah, yes.
It's so dark down here under the deck. Windows would.
I walk over to the side. I walk over to the side of the boat and I open his window.
Yes, that would help greatly with the flow of the air and
Don't trust a single thing that comes out of him now. He's been smoking his own fumes.
for however long we've been on
For
ship.
3 hours of travel.
Oh,
I come up and I just look at the fish on the ground and I just
oh.
stare.
Ooh,
I point at Tim.
I tried.
Who let him carry things? He's still Jello. Come on. That's just inconsiderate.
I pick up a fish, climb up the ladder.
I already did that.
You said Frederick did. Frederick is a quadruped.
Look at chat, sir.
Okay.
Someone throw me a fish. Someone.
Not you. But I will. I'll go cozy up with Tally and eat my lunch in relative peace.
Yes, very good. You did a good job.
I'm just still staring at that one fish laying on the ground. Like,
Frederick starts sniffing it.
And Timothy's in a corner trying to not look at you.
no, Timothy, I'm not mad at you. I'm not even disappointed. I don't know what the step down from disappointed is, but I'm not even that.
Step down from this.
We have fresh water and stuff, right?
Yes.
Thanks to you.
Okay. If not, I was gonna make some beer for us for lunch, glass each.
I mean that we if you want to make beer is preferable. Some of the a lighter stout perhaps would go well with the fish.
Look, all it says is beer.
Look, man, I don't know if you get to pick your color.
I don't know.
I would really not want Corona with my trout.
That is a very good point, honestly.
I make 4 gallons of beer.
We have a spare barrel.
I dump it into the barrel.
You have beer.
I just picture this coming out of your hand, just like.
No, alchemy jug.
What does your alchemy jug look like?
It looks
Please tell me it's a flask.
no. Like
You could just feel the Google flu going.
nope. I had to save it from D&D Beyond. It's in the lab.
The actual
That's
alchemy
a
jug.
very odd-looking jug you have there.
Oh.
Why?
Took a while to figure it out, but it works.
Why is there so many holes?
Well, whichever plug I pull for it on the day, that's what liquid comes out.
They all just sit in there?
It's magic.
Hmm. That still is very concerning. I'm not someone who studies the arcane, but that seems very odd.
Just staring at him.
And this is also made by my abilities. Ulrich comes up and stares. I mean, Frederick comes up and stares at Ulrich.
Like, you think that the jug with a bunch of corks is odd, but the metal cat that's been walking around you this whole time is just perfectly normal?
Good boy, Pat.
Growl.
Alright.
Hmm.
I'm going with.
Well,
So-
Well, this is my first time out of my home, so this is all new things to me. So wonderful. I'm experiencing plenty.
So as the ship gets closer to the town, you notice it is fairly suspiciously empty. Like no one's at the docks. There's no boats. Nothing. And when you were there last, Ulrich, there were definitely people there.
Um, I, 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 That's odd. I remember a very angry man working the docks. He is not there anymore, and I cannot hear him. Swear I could hear him a day away.
Well, I mean, I've not been this way before myself. How about any of you lads? You been through? Might be
I
suspicious.
blink.
Your three people just shake their head.
Well,
Oh,
that's right. Other than Malala and Graves, I think everyone here is a lad, to my knowledge.
Yes.
So I know Malala hasn't been here, but I don't know about Graves. But she's also AFK, so I assume she's still up in the crow's nest eating and not really part of the conversation.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I brought my phone onto speakerphone so that Colin can hear it.
Okay,
Sounds good.
but
Corwin, you had lunch and it was very good. It was trout.
Awesome.
we're gonna, I guess, pop off, see if I got a bad feeling.
I'll get the mallet.
Oh, we're scouting the ghost town?
I mean, how big of a town are we talking here? About the same as Brennick?
It's actually quite a bit smaller than Brennick. Brennick is more like a port, so it's got a lot more trade. And this place is like kind of like your just generic river town.
I'm gonna send Frederick ahead to kind of scout out a little bit. Once for
I say we don't spend too long. Want to just pop into the shops, pop by the shops real quick, see if they're just boarding up like Brennick appears to be doing. I don't know. What's going on? Going on just in the early parts of the afternoon, right?
Indeed. It's probably like 11:30 to noon.
That's why we fixed it. Or I helped fix it.
Good.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And when Frederick looks around, he actually notes that it's like a ghost town. Things aren't boarded up, they're just no one's there.
he's gonna make a quick perception check just to see if he can catch anything.
Alrighty. Nope.
Okay.
Not out the ordinary.
Tim, boys,
Yes.
we're not even gonna tie off. I need y'all to be ready for a quick run. And now I want y'all to think logically. We are trusting you once again with this fine vessel by your lonesomes. It takes 4 people to row. So if you run
Yes.
off without us,
Oh, you don't have to worry about us, sir.
that's what I like to hear. I'm trying to eliminate as many worries as possible. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Comes back with his armor on. Like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Well, I had to restart my computer to get my wireless stuff to work again. But I'm still listening.
Alrighty.
I just can't roll anything.
Oh, now it's time to have you roll everything.
Yeah, we are gonna have you come on down, Graves. We're
Okay.
let's like I said, shoot to the nearest shop. Those of you of good moralities look away, while those of us bad moralities pick up any supplies we need, and then we push on. In and out,
Yeah.
no more than an hour. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
An hour. Yes, I could be back by then.
I'm
gonna-
gonna draw the sword just in case.
I look at Gar. You're gonna break away by yourself?
Yes, I just realized I didn't get something in the last town. I want to see if I can find a new implement here. Should be pretty easy to find.
Should
If we know what implement it is, we could make it a point of travel. Ulrich here has been to this town. He might know a shop.
it was a stopping, but I can do what I can.
I'd just like to pick up a whip.
Okay.
I'm concerned why you need a whip, but okay. There should be a leatherworking shop somewhere around here.
Or
They
one
worked on my armor.
one by the stables, maybe.
Yeah,
That's exactly
Maybe-
what it is.
maybe it's something to do with the stagecoach.
It's just something over time that I would like to practice with and potentially become proficient with. I think it will help in my adventuring.
I applaud your commitment to your career change.
Yes.
All right. Does anyone else have any specific items? Otherwise, it is investigate, loot, and scoot.
Sounds good.
All right, do step one of that.
Mm-hmm.
I will go into the captain's quarters and come out with my little lion. It's a little clunky and prototypical, very obvious prototypical. But hashtag subclass change.
Baby lion.
I'm gonna. I kind of saddle up next to Tuck. I can help you figure some stuff out if you need it.
Yeah, smithing's not been a strong point of mine.
Yeah,
This is what I.
that's
This is
where
what
I
I
figured.
figured.
I'm assuming you link something.
Yeah, it's in the lab.
Yeah, no, nowhere near as refined. That's probably closer to what his would look like. Mine is lots of hard, sharp edges, more hammer work than proper molding.
Mine's on the map.
So yeah, if you're gonna investigate, give me that roll, and tell me what
Alright.
specifically you're looking for.
I'm gonna check out the shops that I went to before. The taverns probably. The tavern that I probably slept at. Stuff around here. So investigation, 18.
All right. So the main thing you notice, especially in the tavern, it's very obvious, is it looks like people just kind of left in the middle of what they were doing. Like you see an old bowl of soup that still has soup in it, still has the bowl and or the drinks there just kind of sitting on the table. Hello.
About freaking time it worked. Jeez.
Oh,
Don't worry, you just get your. We're giving your arms time to rest.
Sounds good.
They're currently in town. That is deserted.
And we are looting because we are.
We're investigating.
Yes.
It's this one here in the lodge.
Lodge.
What he said.
It looks. If anyone's with me, it looks like they left in the middle of what they were doing. Do I see any footprints?
Not particularly. The door was left open, so there's a lot of dust in here. It is worth noting it doesn't look like you would assume they left in a hurry. Things aren't like knocked over or anything.
Yes, but I don't see like my thought is did it look like they left, or does it look like they just disappeared, like poof?
It is hard to tell.
Is there food on the table in the because again, unless someone has broken away, my assumption is we are all traveling together.
From what I understand,
God
there's
damn it,
still
Callie.
food on the table.
Yeah, there's like the food that they're eating is still there.
What a-
There's like a soup bowl that still has the.
Place my hand back end over the soup to see how hot it is.
It's not. In fact, there's dust in it. It's probably days old at this point.
Well, there's actually soup in the pot.
Yes. Soup in a bowl on a table.
I swear to God, if you eat that soup and you didn't eat my trout,
Are you gonna have issues?
I'm watching you.
I am-
Dusty soup. No thanks.
I'm gonna kind of split off with Frederick and take a look around, see if anything.
Don't split.
Travel in
already?
pairs, and Frederick doesn't count.
He roars.
Alex,
violently.
with him.
Alrighty.
Could Frederick help me with an investigation check?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so I popped out as soon as you were describing how everything is missing and there's still food on the table.
Food's cold, dusty. It's been a couple days now. Austro and Alex are breaking away to check other places.
Okay.
I'm going to take you, probably you and Gar, is pop in the back. Malala, Graves, watch the door. Let's get any, like, dry goods that they have.
Yes.
To answer your question, Austrial, yeah.
Okay.
Leah,
He's a
does
good
it
guy.
look? Sorry. Does it look like what happened here is what happened to other places that we've seen where people have been gone missing?
Specifically, no. In Brennig, whenever people were missing, you had noted that people had like barred up their windows and stuff. This is just they're gone.
Good.
And what were you looking for specifically, Austral?
Just any sign of what might have happened here.
So, as you look way closer, there's like little hints here and there that it does seem like they got up and stuff like, the area to the bar is like lifted up. So someone opened it and walked out. So for one reason or another, it looks like people did just get up.
I believe I remember one of you had detect magic. I know I have it, but I do not have it prepared today. Perhaps we should see if one of you can detect magical residue. I believe it was Kilar, wasn't it, who could detect magic?
Well, you're
Saying this out loud.
you're currently alone with Austral.
Yeah.
Oh, where do we go?
Yeah, Gardar had it.
I can do.
We
divine
also have it, Austral.
I did not prepare it today.
Oh. I didn't either
I
today.
mean, I heard that we split up, but I didn't hear say that we actually went anywhere different than the rest of the party.
You're like
I
across
thought we
the
were all
you're-
still.
Well, as far as I knew, you were checking a different spot, but yeah.
That's what I understood. I may have been wrong.
No,
But
kind of looking around.
I've taken Gar and Ulrich to the back of the tavern to get it whatever, like rice and grains and dry goods.
So who am I
Yeah.
with? Austral?
Yes. And his doggy.
Lion.
I turned to Austral and say, "Can you detect magic? I forgot to prepare it today."
Not today. I can't.
Shame.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop my divine sense. See if this gets any ping.
Yeah, okay.
You see his eyes start going. Instead of their normal red,
The presence
they
of
just like
strong evil.
pop white fire as he looks around.
Yeah, it smells horrible here.
Well,
Reading through what it says, it smells horrible. You smell the evil around here. Something bad happened.
oh, okay. This is definitely not something natural. This is something evil happened here.
I'm like holding a grain of rice that I'm trying to hand to him as his eyes glaze over. Like, Ulrich, you with me?
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm still here. Yes, grab the bag of rice. We should get out of here as soon as possible, or I do not know what will happen.
Descriptive, but I think we're all in agreement. Uh, Ladies, any sign of our angelic friend and our new companion? They come back yet?
I will come back at this point.
Timing.
I don't know, did you?
I see him.
It looks like uh everybody left of their own free will, like the bar door. Best way to put it, I guess.
It's the little hatch, the lift
Yeah,
hatch.
it was wide open.
Is there a way to compel this many people at once?
Sure,
Is
there's
that
a way.
feels like evil magic?
I can think of lots of ways.
All right. Well, let's hurry up and finish. And I see. I guess Alex walk in. Our our acquisition of these rightfully paid for goods.
No one is here. It's fine.
How are you paying for this if no one's here?
Well,
Left it behind the bar.
put it on our tab
I think there are more
with the
pressing
straightest of
issues-
face.
I think there's more stressing issues at hand than the paying of goods to the town. More so, where is the townspeople?
Well, as we get deeper in, I'm sure we'll get a few more clues. But for now, I guess this is probably one not too far from the boat. Let's drop the rice off and deliberate.
Okay. If we see any ghosts, I'll be sure to give Graves a gravy snack.
What is she?
Okay, gang, let's go.
God.
I get it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But
Drop off the rice.
yeah, then Ulrich, you've been through here before. I'm assuming that there's somewhere a place of keeping of the animals, stables of sort. You came here,
Yes,
you came
yes.
through on foot. I assume you would have run into it.
Yes, it's I'm just ad libbing. It's over that way. Cough, 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 cough.
He points, and there's a stable at the end of town.
Yes.
Okay, go there. If there's horses, great. If there's not horses, maybe there's a whip. If there's both, great. 2 birds, 1 stone. By the way, push off. We push off afterwards.
Mm.
So when you get to the stables, the first thing that hits you is the smell of rot.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, they're
Come on.
there, but
I'm gonna send Frederick in first.
All right.
Prototype
I'll
will
go
follow.
in with Frederick, like, maul in hand.
So
Maul, right? Yeah, it's a warhammer. Sorry about that. Warhammer.
Frederick, the
Warhammer.
little lion baby, and Ulrich all come across a whole bunch of dead. Every stable has a dead horse in it. It
That's
was a
not
full stable.
Does it look like they've died from natural causes? Or
It,
I will go and like kind of investigate using medicine.
yeah, that's a good way to do it.
do I have that? No, I don't. I will let the person who is trained in it do that.
Is there by chance a boat in the stables? Ah.
There's not one that's in one piece, no.
Yeah, that's not an info
Even
for
the rowboat is dead. Oh no.
Australia, you can't tell, but you don't see any stab wound or anything like obvious like that.
Without coming in, are they bloated? Is there feed nearby? If so, get a sample. We'll see if it's been poisoned.
I will.
They're not bloated. They actually look, if anything, shriveled a little bit.
Oh no, it looks like they've died of starvation. Whatever has happened here has happened been happened.
Well,
Words.
without the people here, who's gonna feed the horses?
Yes, this is apparently happened quite a while, like right after I left, most likely. That seems very odd.
Gar, if you're gonna take a look around for a whip, now's your chance. I think this is probably the best place to run into one.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. I will start investigating to see if I can find a whip.
Alrighty.
I will say he hit the roll. I was like, I'll have help.
It smells really bad, Gar. It's really hard to focus with that.
Yes.
It reminds you of the place.
Gar, you need to take your head out of the shell to look around.
It smells of plague.
No, that's just the horses.
Plague. That's how plague starts.
Okay.
It even killed the boat.
Okay. Nick, obviously, we currently have the full run of the place. It's a matter of how long and how much risk we want to take. My brain is, and this is in character, my brain is running with a numerous amount of possibilities. Everything from a weapons test to the Pied Piper effect.
That actually had occurred to me too.
Yeah, all the dead animals, it probably wasn't people being led away to slavery or bandits or something wanting monetary gain. They would have taken the animals too.
I mean, well, that depends whether they were just after meat, so to speak, or if they're after souls. I know a couple of craftsmen who could do quite a bit with a whole town under their belt.
I do.
There's no signs of like a struggle or anything, right?
Horses have no souls. They don't have the right kind of soul.
They don't have souls, so they still people.
I mean, have you tried?
I mean, debatable. Animals might have souls.
Oh, animals do. Just not horses.
Wow, Leah.
What about mules, Leah?
What about mules?
They have half a soul? Because donkeys have souls.
That's
So
pretty good.
mules have half of one.
What is the wealthiest looking like house in the area?
Oh, there is a mansion.
Malala, darling.
It looks familiar.
How looks like?
Oh
Familiar.
no!
No, that's a good thing. That actually is a good thing.
Yeah. It explains things.
We can shove off, or we could go and say hello to our employers.
I grip my warhammer a little tighter. Should we say hello aggressively?
Employers?
I don't know. Graves, how ready are you to say Orc's last rites?
I am ready. I am ever at the ready to say all of y'all's last rites at any time is necessary.
Aww.
Can I hear mine?
Yeah, yeah. Do you actually have something prepared? Cause
Yeah, because
we don't get to hear it.
Obviously, I don't get to hear my own, so I'd like to hear mine before.
I need generic right now because I haven't got to know y'all that well yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
we get the
what
one
you're
on the back of
saying is I only
the
get
in
the
this
generic
card.
version if I die right now.
Well, shit.
He was a turtle named Gar.
He was insert raise. Named insert name. He lived a insert level of morality life here.
Insert gods or goddesses you may follow. If any applicable.
But no, this is a group decision. We can just as easily, if they're responsible for this, I think we're okay. We just gotta grab what we want and get back on our ship and be on our merry way. We left on a pretty amicable note. But if their friends, that necromancer is at fault for this, then
I think we should go and talk to them.
okay, it's 1-4. Alex, you want to see your girlfriend again?
Definitely not.
That's 1 no.
No, that's a yes.
No, it's not.
You haven't called her since, I'm guessing.
Well, we don't have sending yet, Scorgan. No, wait, no, we do!
Do we?
That's a 3rd level spell.
We don't have it.
Well, he can have it.
Was it memorable enough for you? Wow.
One memorable night and still haven't called her. Dun dun dun.
Obviously, Graves, you weren't there, so you and Austral, you're kind of longer for the ride, so.
Yep.
Majority decides.
Malayla?
I'm fine going.
Alright. Sorry, Alex. You better get your most charming debonair smile on.
Ugh.
I thought you were going to say, sorry, Alex, what would you like in your last rice?
You two can discuss it while we head to the mansion.
Yeah, the Warhammer's in hand, just like ready, but not like
Weapons away.
full on aggressive.
That's not a fight we win.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it.
As he begrudgingly puts his Warhammer on his back.
Go ring the doorbell. Bong 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 bong.
As you-
Bong bong bong.
As you go to ring the doorbell, you notice the door is actually cracked open.
I ring it anyways because that's polite.
Okay.
I mean, our doorbell is
knocks.
even a thing. And just with a big knocker on it.
Yeah.
I think doorbells are an electricity-based appliance.
We're in a magical-based society where there is a
Also,
cantrip to make sound.
True.
In fact, I have this. I tap my little button that goes boom, 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 boom.
And there is such a thing as a bell just hanging off the door.
You guys seemed going.
There's just door-to-door artificers selling doorbells. That's all they do.
When
Oh
you
yes,
knock
I forgot
on-
about that as I make an odd smell come from
Uh-huh.
Graves. Snap the finger.
Gar pulls out a little bell. Dong 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 dong.
Just an actual fucking bell.
Yeah, like an actual bell.
It's the Dr. Venture
But-
and
But Gar said he actually physically knocked upon the door.
Yes, I did.
When you knock, nothing happens. No one comes to the door.
I push open the door.
First thing you see when you push open the door is all the blood on the floor. There was a lot of blood on the floor.
Like all of it?
I don't think your boss is home.
Specifically, yes, all of the blood.
All the blood.
And as you follow the blood between the staircases, you find your former employer stabbed through the heart and pinned to the wall.
Who was he stabbed with?
It is a silver sword.
It's not that sword.
It's a silver sword.
I
No,
don't-
it's just
Slowly walk in.
If you don't mind.
yes. This
Look
is beyond my expertise.
Well, I'm not exactly Holt right now, but Prototype is far more expendable than any of us right now. So
Oh, and Sorry, I forgot to say it. Lastly, underneath his body, painted in the blood, is an infinity sign.
Are we sure it's infinity, or is it just 8 written from the left?
It's elongated.
Okay, is that to try to? I want to try to think about what that's like. I know it's an infinity symbol, but could it be like? Could roll a check to see if I know if that's like the symbol of a god or the symbol of an arcane symbol that like I know it's our infinity symbol like its mundane manner. There might be some extra meaning behind it that I'm not aware of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Prototype, meanwhile, is going to make its way across. And I'm making the point: no one else. Do not step in the room. Don't step on the blood. Don't. There could be numerous traps. He's expendable.
Okay. So I'm just looking from afar. But this symbol,
Just
would
call
that
me
be
Alex.
arcana, history, religion? What would it be to try to recognize this symbol?
Are you trying to recognize it specifically from a religious standpoint or a historical standpoint?
I'm just trying to recognize if I recognize it from any standpoint other than just infinity symbol.
Yeah, give me a history.
And I'll have a prototype kind of paw up on the wall, grab the sword by the hilt, and pull it out.
20 for history.
Alright, I will whisper stuff.
Prototype explodes.
I'll relate to the party, so you can just say it out loud if you want to.
Okay, so specifically, I wrote this down somewhere. One moment. Maybe I didn't. Did I really not? What? Oh, here it is. So, whenever you went and you read went to that library looking for obscure information, you found a article about a warrior named Klein, and he was his band was actually under that same, and his name was Klein the Immortal.
Oh, right. His clan was under that symbol, you said?
Yeah.
I tell the group, yeah, I went to a library in town and learned that information about Klein the Immortal. His clan is under that symbol. They went to war with demons at the behest of the gods, it said. Apparently, all of them were killed except the gods smiled on them, reincarnating them so their souls could carry on. Except for Klein himself. He was blessed in other ways. Some would say cursed. His title became literal.
That's odd.
He became immortal.
No, yes, I got the subtext.
Just checking. Just clarifying for some of you that don't recognize what I mean. I don't know the intelligence score of all of you.
Most of us are imp-based characters.
Okay.
Just say I'm not in the negative.
Fair enough.
So you're telling it to Graves. Well, yeah. Meanwhile, prototype sword, and you already answered guard.
Did you ask me a question about the sword?
I've had prototype like pause against the wall, and then with his mouth pulled the sword free.
Okay.
He's not like
Yeah.
baby lion size. He's just
Yeah.
He's just very mediocre in craftsmanship.
It does take him a minute, and he's quivering from just the straight. But he does pull it out, and your ex-employer his body just tumbles through. It is a rather large sword. You would even say a great sword.
Well, Ostro, you know what? One thing we didn't pick up while we were back in Riddick. Very important, a very specific item.
What is it, Brain?
Is he still BRB? A pearl for identified.
Oh, I thought you were going to say sax.
No, we got sacks.
Oh.
We got sacks.
He is BRB. He hasn't heard any of this.
Yep.
Who's VRB?
We left him at the fence to watch our backs.
That's fair.
Could someone copy? Oh, I guess no one else can see it. Leah, can you copy that obscure stuff into Discord for me so I can paste it to my
Yeah.
notes?
Okay. Well, if this is how it is, should we look through?
You know what, Leah? Sorry to interrupt. Leah, never mind. Can you just give me access to edit that page, and then oh, I guess you did it.
Yeah, I sent it.
Sorry, go ahead. I want to try to catch her before she's.
Should we look through the matter, see if there's anything we can procure here?
I'm already. I will. I'm gonna step inside very, very cautiously. Give Tally that I'm about to do something stupid look.
I'm right behind you. Maul, Warhammer out.
Meanwhile,
Ready.
Prototype's just dragging the sword out.
Oh, yeah. Seeing him pull out his hammer, Gar realizes what he should be doing, and he pulls his bow and arrow out.
Oh god.
Leah, is this a town, city, village? What is
It is a small town that happens to have a port in the river.
Just beside the vein on my arm, I'm gonna take a dagger, give it a small nick, and let a few drops land on our employer's lips.
Okay, we're in Lauch, Lingen.
Louch.
Sorry, I need one moment.
Did I just coup de grace a dragon again?
No, probably not.
Oh, definitely not. Not with this character. I don't even have sneak attack.
I mean, if it don't work, I might be able to help. I didn't talk to a horse today, so
Oh, dear. Well, that's one way to get healing arrows.
I asked you. You missed a lot. I didn't realize you were gone because I'm done.
You're
That's okay.
you're guarding the gate to the mansion.
Okay, that makes sense. Me and Frederick.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
And, the GM is jamming.
Yeah, I'm looking at rules for vampires. Sorry.
Rules for vampires.
Man, we've run into a lot of those lately.
This is a familiar one.
Well, for them, not for my character.
You trying to find out if in in lore, like ancient lore, that vampires you have to leave the stake in their heart or they come back?
Yeah, actually, that is
We could-
exactly what I was looking for.
We could tie them to a pole and wait for the sun to rise.
So
Ulrich, we like this one.
so you dripped the blood onto his mouth, right? Is that what you did?
Yes.
Don't do that. He tried to eat me.
No, he didn't. His sister did.
No.
So, he slowly starts, and he licks his lips.
Before you get too hungry, it's Claire. Fancy seeing you here. There's plenty on the ground for you to lap up.
I'm pretty sure this is all mine.
Well, I mean, one way to get it back.
Yeah, take it back.
I'm keeping the sword.
You can have it. It's been a really long day.
What happened?
I will offer the stupidly the cut hand to help him up.
He takes your hand.
Just takes it right off.
And like Leo Brando, his fingers dig into your skin and start sucking it like a leech.
But,
Okay, apparently for regular vampire spawn, I guess you already ruled it, but
Yeah.
I was going to say future reference. They are destroyed when a stake is driven through their hearts.
He is not a vampire spawn.
I'm about to say,
Okay.
there's a reason we're like, we don't want this.
Okay.
We don't want
But
this
for
fight.
like major vampires like Strahd, they can come back.
Yeah. Specifically, once it's removed from his heart, he's able to move. So the blood actually didn't even really help him. But yeah, he gets it. Well, sorry you had to see me like this. The manor's a mess now.
That's alright, we were passing through.
Weird place to pass through, but fair.
Ah, we're on our way to the capital. It is midday, so maybe somewhere a little less vibrant to talk. You mind if I invite my companions in?
Oh, sure. I missed, like I said, it's kind of a mess.
We've seen more, and there's quite a mess of the city right now. Well, town. Austral, you good out there?
Yep.
You can rear it in. We're all right in here.
Okay, I will come in.
So as you walk in, the first sight you get is a ton of blood.
Huh.
What?
The second sight you get is a person who is covered in blood with a rather ominous hole in their chest.
What?
And finally, you see a infinity sign written on the wall.
History check?
Okay.
I try.
You don't know it, but luckily Alexander does.
He can fill you in on.
Well, while we're speaking to the vampire, I don't say anything about what I know.
Well, that's unfortunate. Because you've already told
Just like
us, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
So, had a legendary day, huh? And I will just straight to said sign you don't want to talk about.
It's been a day. More of the
Well, Alex-
story. Be careful who you pick fights with. Didn't expect to have that lesson taught to me.
Alex says, "Do you know who did this to you?"
I mean, I thought I did.
But you know better now?
You know, I've learned a lot of things in my year. I know when to not fight something. And when something doesn't die, it's not worth trying to kill.
Well,
Yeah.
would you happen to know what's going on in here in Laos? This wouldn't be your
Not a clue.
handiwork, would it?
Not a clue. I came here to investigate it. A friend of mine said things were going weird.
And then that's when you happen to run into your fellow immortal.
Sort of. I knew he was in
Sort
the
of.
area. That's the meeting I had you all watch. not watch, sorry, protect the house from. We were discussing how to deal with this, and I got overconfident. It seemed.
You did have a visitor, several, in fact, that evening.
12 of them.
Do you happen to know the? Well, there's one in particular who, and I'll kind of give the side eye to Tally. We've got a bit of a beef with now. He's on my list for sure. The necromancer.
Uh, can't say I know who you're talking about on the.
Okay.
Insight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting
Your,
there.
I want to say,
Flag.
sister, I believe is how she introduced herself when I had a run-in with her.
Ah, yes, my dear sister.
Uh,
I'm very sorry about anything she might have done.
she was.
We had her tied up for a reason.
So I heard. I stare off in the distance at Gardar's soul.
So, Alexander, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth.
Okay.
But anyhow, she dealt with it unfortunately a few moments too soon, or too late, and that was what cost our. There's a twitch by his lip as he said, "Dear friend." So if you happen to find him, I want a piece of him.
You know what? You helped me today. If I come across this necromancer, I will save him for you.
Delightful. We weren't meaning to join in a heavy investigation on such mass scale, but we are adventurers for pay. So if you happen to need a few spare hands, we've got anchored up, and I kind of do the mental math, and we got to get back to the boat in about 10 minutes before my boys start panicking. Cause I told them about an hour.
Well, thank you for the help. I'm actually probably going to be leaving here soon.
Might be a
Have
good
some
idea.
other matters to attend to.
Wouldn't want you to be blamed.
And he hands you a coin with his family symbol on it.
I'm concerned, but I'm Ulrich is still just quiet.
Anyway,
We'll let you.
if you're ever back in Brunick, come on by and I'll treat you to food.
That sounds delightful. And maybe some nice red wine. I was told you had quite the collection, and I didn't get a chance to peruse.
I need to restock, honestly.
I look at all the blood on the ground, like, no shit.
Did we ask him what happened to the townsfolk? Because I
We did.
was reading.
He said he had actually come here to investigate it.
Oh,
But we're heading to London, and probably from there make our way back to Brennick to set shop back up if things don't go too well. I don't know, maybe all the way to Lostenbach, but there's ways of getting hold of us, I'm sure. Just follow the madness.
Indeed.
But,
With that, I believe I really need to go to. And he turns and goes upstairs. Starts going upstairs.
the stairs eat him. Oh dear.
The stairs are mimics.
Alright, anyone else have something to say to our fine employer?
No.
Nope.
I bid you a good rest on behalf of the crew here. We'll be on our way, and sorry about the mess.
I mean, you didn't cause it. Pretty sure I did.
Yeah, there's all the little footprints now on his walkway as we leave.
I mean, it's not the worst you've done to this house.
No, it's not.
It's the worst I've done to this house.
Yeah.
Right. I feel a
So
little
once we
less
leave,
pressure.
I press the bottom of my feet and then my shoes, and then
Well, if you're gonna do you gotta get us all.
too much
Yeah,
work.
I don't have shoes.
I'll press do the kitty's paws. That's about it.
Otherwise, you'll see little bloody paw prints all over the ship. I tried to step lightly, but there's a lot.
You don't have to wipe your shoes off some grass.
There was at least 2 liters of blood in there.
Yes.
Okay, I will. I'll keep your position in mind next time we're doing a hiring run.
Say what? Moving on.
But I don't know how strongly you all feel about trying to poke around. I'm not saying I'm above curiosity, but I would not want to befall any of you what befell this town. There might be even better news of it either way when we get to the capital.
Yes, let's move very quickly.
Let's maybe make sure to hit one more shop on the way.
Which shop do you want to hit?
I mean, whatever other one is on the way to the ship.
There's a butcher on the way to the ship.
That
Considering
doesn't sound like a good-
considering the state of the meat, the horses, we're good.
There's also a tailor.
Taylor.
How big is a cubic foot? Like how, like an approximate, like
12 by 12
says
by
big
12.
as. I know it says big as. I don't know. Is it 12 by 12 by 12? Is that what a cubic foot is?
That's a cubic foot. It's a foot
Yeah.
squared.
I thought a cubic foot was
Well, a foot cubed.
a foot
Yeah,
on.
foot cubed.
Yes, a
Also-
foot high, a foot wide, and a foot long. A foot by foot by foot.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, if you put your feet together, then I can press the 2 people at once.
I mean, better than running around with a trail of bloody footprints leading right to us.
Sure enough. So,
But,
or you and Austria put your feet together. Gar, you and Solar put your feet together.
I didn't step in the blood. I stayed outside.
Yeah, not everyone went inside.
Ready.
Okay, well, I pressed the 2 people at once.
All right. Got some clean feet.
But yeah,
Takes about 30 seconds or
Malila,
so.
if there's something that you see that you specifically like, just grab it. Otherwise, gonna grab just a spindle? No, a big ass roll of cloth of various prettinesses for my own particular hobbies.
Yeah, I'll make my way to the ship and tell the men they're going to be just a little longer. Nothing. The town is vacant, so nothing should happen.
Longer? They said an hour. It's been an hour and 2 minutes.
Shush.
Okay.
I'm
Did
not.
you just
Ca-
tell the
I like-
GM to shush?
I'm gonna come up there with like a arm bundle. Is like, excuse you, I pay them.
No, I thought you would be longer. Want to
We were
inform
right
them.
behind you.
Eh,
Literally popped in, just scooped a bunch of cloth and followed out.
Like, sailors are usually kind of superstitious, but I think they could have waited just like 2 more seconds.
Well, it was in 2 minutes. They waited the 2 seconds.
They waited 119 seconds.
But Timothy, if you'd be so kind, pull you and the lads pull the anchor. Let's get going. We'll let the river do most of the work. Yes, Gray is back up in the crow's nest.
Go back up.
And the Layla has a hat.
Yep.
Nice.
Is that what the cloth was for?
Waiting for Gar to just drop dead. No, the cloth. I'm assuming she literally just grabbed a hat off the shelf.
It's a captain's hat.
Yeah, the cloth is for. I'm the one who made her dress.
Gar, are you rolling for your potions? Because I thought you said that you arranged them differently now or something, so you won't have that issue.
They're
The difference is that he actually put a label on it, but he didn't write anything on the label.
Okay.
He took the suggestion that he should label all his potions. So all of his potions and bottles and everything now have labels, but they're just blank labels. So it's still everything is the exact same.
Okay.
We're working
That's-
on it.
And a 2 is a potion or a poison or what?
Well, I do know my own stuff. So as long as I don't roll a 1, that's pretty much my my way around it. Is
That's fair.
Okay.
on a 1, then I did pull the wrong potion. And then of course, if I did, then I would flip a coin basically to see if I pulled a. Well, I can't exactly, because my bombs are different. Because they've got spiky bits in them.
Are you doing the same thing for us too, or is that just for you?
Oh no, that's if I pull something and pour it in your mouth, yes.
Okay.
You have a chance of the good stuff.
So as you pull the anchor, the wind is actually pretty much exactly perfect for you guys
Wonderful.
to send you right down the way.
Oh, I'll start off. We'll torment everyone with a nice, slow cooking stew for dinner.
Fish stew?
Well, we got all this rice.
Don't throw the stew.
Rice fish stew?
Kind of gumbo style.
Ah, yeah. Fish gut stew.
Uh-huh. Gotta use the whole fish.
Yep. That way, when you stir ever so often, something looks up at you.
Yep. I make sure that goes in his bowl.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so good.
You get a stick and you make
To guard.
Yeah, to go.
Yeah.
Like I'm slowly starting to like learn the dietary happy and sadnesses of the crew.
What'd you say, Grape? Sorry.
If you make a whole smiley face, you get a star.
Oh,
uh,
I flavor my fish gut stew to not taste like fish guts.
excuse me. I spent actual money on spices.
It's still fish guts.
if you want to change
You
the
could make a lot
flavor,
of
you
pig,
can.
dude, but it's still pig.
That's
It is-
prestidigitation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Alex, while they're fixing dinner, I've noticed that you have a kind of a magical way about you. Are you capable of casting, like the more powerful magics, not these little parlor tricks that I've seen today?
At the moment, I have several spells in my repertoire, some more powerful than others. However, I am not a master wizard quite yet.
Oh, okay. So what type of things are you capable of doing?
Oh, I can alter physical aspects of oneself, uh, change invisible, give you gills, make you smaller. Can't make you bigger yet. I can make you smaller. I can make you fly. I can do all sorts. I'm more of a support wizard. I cast a variety of spells to enhance my allies.
That sounds fantastic. So you can turn yourself invisible?
You, me, whoever.
Is that something that you could show me?
Oh, you have an interest in the magical arts?
Yeah. I'm kind of interested in.
Oh God. You've played the nerd card on him. That's mean, Scorgan.
Oh yes, sure, I can certainly show you. But first, you got to promise that once you're invisible, you won't do any mischief. Promise me.
No. I mean, obviously, if you cast it on me, I won't be able to see me. Obviously, I want to see you turn invisible. That way, I can see what's going on.
Oh sure, quite so. And what time of day is it, Leah?
It's starting to turn into evening.
Okay, I can expend a spell slot for that. So I pull out of my component pouch an eyelash encased in gum Arabic, and I squish it between my fingers and crush it up and sprinkle it on my head, like over my head. Cast a few arcane gestures as well as a few arcane words, and suddenly I turn invisible. Poof.
Okay. While he's like doing all the stuff that he needs to do to cast the spell, I do something and see if this works.
What are you doing?
Well, it's not gonna be an advantage, but I think 24 is still gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need a con save from you before you perform your spell.
16.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, so nothing happens.
How big of a dart is it?
It's
Is it one of those
like
throwing
a
darts?
blowgun dart.
Oh. So I yell, "Ow!" How much damage does it do?
That's a good question. It's not much. It's not much.
10d12.
It's
He can only do it once per month.
that's strength, so plus 3. Oh no, I can do this quite often. It's only 11 damage.
So,
Holy crap! It's almost half my hit points.
so Alexander, for context, he asks you to cast a spell. You start casting it, and he shoots it with a dart that almost kills you.
It almost killed me.
He just like reaches out, like he basically like reaches into his pouch, trying to do it very subtly, but it's just like obviously he reaches into his pouch, pulls out this dart, and just sticks it in his arm.
And shanks him with it.
Yeah. Now the majority of that damage, I will point out, Alex, it's not so much that I stabbed you with it. It's almost like something is being injected into you. That kind of hurts.
Poison me, you bastard!
You'll be fine. Walk it off.
But it's fine. Can you turn yourself invisible?
I'm invisible.
Huh. It's like, I guess I'm gonna have to up the dosage.
The hell's that screaming up there?
If you do that again, I
Oh.
will magic missile you.
It's perfectly fine. Just drink this. And he hands you a potion.
I look at it, smell it.
He stares at you to see.
He stares at the air because you're invisible.
Do objects I hold turn invisible?
Yeah.
I don't
Anything
think
anything you pick up.
after you're invisible.
Anything that you're holding.
You're holding when you turns invisible. right?
That's up to Leah. Is her table.
I'm
Yeah.
looking it up.
I mean, I may be wrong, but that's the way invisibility used to work.
It says anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. So I would say it turns invisible
Okay.
because it is on his person as he holds it.
Yeah.
Can I like uncork it and smell it and give it a little like taste a drop and like try to use Arcana to determine what kind of potion it is?
Sure.
I will point out these are not arcane potions.
You don't sense anything magical.
Well, aren't all potions using like
Nope.
that once you've combined materials, it's like magical in nature?
Most characters, but my character is actually based on science.
Yeah, there's no magic in the potion. It smells nice.
It smells nice.
It smells like it could cure anything about you.
Including your life.
Don't worry. I'm sure that's going to heal you.
Hey Graves, are you around?
I'm just watching this with cure wounds at the ready.
Yeah. I will
Okay.
point out, if he hasn't drank this after probably about 6 seconds, he might take some more damage.
Okay, I drink.
Okay. It's a healing potion.
Oh my god.
You heal 10 hit points, and you're cured of all poison and disease.
It tastes wonderful. It's like cherry.
Oh wait, don't if I
could have killed
succeed
him.
if I succeed at the first con check, doesn't the poison like not go into my system?
The con check was not based on the poison. It was based on the additional effect that I had put on it.
Okay.
And for the record, you weren't going to take damage from from that. I was possibly going to hit you with another dart to see if it worked.
I did say I was
To
going to get
counter.
that missile on you. Again.
I'm coming upstairs with a pot of stew. Like,
Well, I will point out, if
The
this
fuck?
works, you won't be able to cast Magic Missile on me.
oh god,
I don't know that.
Yeah, I know, you don't know that.
oh god.
So as you come up, there's a dart on the ground.
Actually, isn't it sticking out of my arm?
Yeah, unless
Did you not
pulled
pull it out?
You're invisible. So either way, it's, has anyone seen Alex? I heard him screaming earlier.
I'm right here.
He's in that general area.
You know, I cast Prestige to make a small shower of sparks appear.
You become
And you're
visible.
invisible now. You're no longer invisible.
Casting a spell breaks invisibility. But you do it fabulously.
That's an entrance.
Maybe it just
Oh,
doesn't
you're
work on
right.
arcane
I don't know that.
magic.
Greater invisibility, you can keep doing stuff.
Uh,
Um,
well, I just like dispel the invisibility and say, here.
oh, I like the idea, Sparks. I'm over here! Send help!
And then I quickly make my way away from the portal.
The port.
Turtle.
Oh, Tortle.
Probably
Like,
a good
he
choice.
created a portal? This is awesome.
I'll just throw
Well,
darts in it.
so I put a note in my little my little notebook. Possibly does not work on arcane casters. Further testing needed.
No testing needed. No further testing on me.
Graves, dinner!
Yep.
Yeah, which is my way of saying, don't swap me, I'm bringing it up.
Oh, I'll probably come down, but
Yeah. We run into each other halfway up.
I don't remember what happened with all the fish and how long it took, so I was like already heading down.
pull up stools and everything right there on the deck to eat with everyone, including the boys.
So is she coming down, or did you take it up?
Nope, apparently she's coming down, so we all come down. We'll all have dinner together, like a big happy
As adventurers should.
fucked up family.
Who stabs each other, apparently.
I actually still don't know that.
I know.
I'm concerned that we are associating more with a vampire.
Vampires are nothing to worry about.
That is not. No! They are very much something you should worry about.
I hand Oric his bowl of stew.
Thank you.
Well, compared to some of the stuff on that other continent, vampires are nothing.
You people are weird in your association with monsters.
Well, I mean, when you see a dragon that's not alive, still moving,
You should kill it.
I'm gonna stick with y'all for longer. I want to see that.
no, I'm good. They say they got 2 of them flying around over there. And, I haven't seen it, but it was good. It was a good enough reason for me to get out of there. Oric, you said you came through on foot. Have you been through Leggin yourself?
I'm going to say no. I came from the north.
Okay. Because I figure sitting down for chow is a good time to talk about our long-term prospects. I know, Tim, you and the lads are enjoying steady pay, and we hope to continue to provide such.
Been a really great pair of bosses.
Looking at you like, what did you do to them? Why is that such a robotic response? I've been nice to them. What, have you been murdering them?
Eyes shift to the turtle.
Murder? Who said murder? I gave him a potion.
Wait, what? I by now finished passing out food, but I mean, we all kind of fell in happenstance with a lot of each other, so I was hoping to take a time to learn what you guys actually plan and all this. My goals are pretty straightforward. I'm just looking to learn and build and thrive and make a few smiles here and there.
I was sent out for a reason, and I will know when I find it.
All right, you're one of those. I mean, you look at Graves like, oh right, so is she. God, how the hell did we do this? How?
I could still throw him.
Pointed at Alex. I kind of followed him after the yard.
Ah, right.
Just holds up the bag.
Okay, so the angel picked up the stray.
Well, I think she has some relation to other. You said you knew Thrice, or you just happened to be passing through?
Oh yeah, she's my sister. You knew them? She was always an angry one. That's probably why she did.
Oh, I was like, oh, please don't tell me she's not aware that she's dead. She's just carrying random. I was like, yeah, she's just carrying like, oh, we're.
Bag up. I've got her right here.
Like making sure that she's aware that those are Thrice's ashes, not just some random person waiting to get buried at some special spot.
Now, to be fair, has our character, has she been told that the vampire we just saw, the family of that one, was her sister's murderer?
You'd be wrong. So no,
Yeah.
she wasn't told that.
Okay.
It was a mummy.
That's not what killed Thrice.
Okay,
It was that necromancer we were talking about.
If-
Yeah, fair. I
Actually,
wasn't there for that.
the murderer's on the boat.
I mean, technically.
the murderer is
I-
actually eating dinner with us at the moment, technically speaking.
Right across.
Wait, I'm trying to figure that one
Murder!
out.
Who's talking about murder? I gave her a potion.
Exactly.
You need to work on your potions.
He, we are definitely doing that.
Not on me.
I will note, Gar, any of the ones you're making, the healing potions you're making with the materials purchased, label and mark the labels, if you'd be so kind.
I think he said he was doing it in Chuck.
With
You didn't clarify that any further. Now he's just gonna put like a.
I
random
yeah,
dot
I
on
will
it.
make. I'm definitely marking them, just because they're different than the ones that I normally make,
okay,
and I want to make sure that those are
accounted for.
we yeah.
Okay.
That and of course they're blue.
Well,
Wait, so if I give you money
Blinks.
for materials, can you make even stronger potions than just the basic one
who are you directing that to?
at the turtle? Or I look at between
He's looking at
Gar
both.
and both of you, like who's making the motion?
Both of us.
Yes.
Provided the materials and the time. Yes. The problem right now is time. We want to keep a steady flow of income, which means not a whole lot of time, actual downtime to produce.
Income? What scheme? Where are you scheming?
Adventuring for money.
Yeah.
Applying my trade.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Now, which of my trades? Because you gotta understand, I'm a herbalist, I'm an alchemist, I'm a painter, I'm a poisoner, I'm a thief, and I'm a tinkerer.
And,
And a brewer, and a cook, and
How do you have so many professions? Did you grow up with a lot of hobbies in mind or something?
this is, I don't know how it is over here in your cities. Again, my beloved Malala and myself, we've only been here in the east for hell since you've met us. Over there, you produce or you're useless.
I'm not in agreement.
And that's in the nice places.
I produce magic. That's how I made my living before I became an adventurer.
Oh, they would find plenty of use for you over there.
Why are you chuckling darkly? I don't.
One
I don't
must
get
have a
the
trade
reference.
if one is going to succeed in life. That is a fair assumption.
Most of your cantrips over there are learned by 4-year-olds.
And where's over there again?
The west.
I point west.
Across the maelstrom?
Does Across the Maelstrom have a name?
Out of character? Not yet. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Cough, cough, cough.
It's
cough.
called the West.
Specifically, specifically, if you want to know where I hail from, it's frankly known as none of your business. I've
Oh.
been around.
Oh, that's a unique place. I've heard of none of your business. I've been told that many times.
I bet you have.
A lot of people are from
It's
none
like,
of
God,
your
there's a lot of people from none of your business.
Very very high population.
Yeah.
A lot of adventurers come from.
I was yeah, Gray is a 4-year-old with Spare the Dying.
Kitty don't die.
Mommy, my puppy stopped moving, so I just kept petting it, and it's gonna be fine, right? It's gonna be fine, right?
Oh,
Oh no.
Cantrip, you loser. Stop whining.
Stop whining and cast a fucking cantrip. Oh, right. I'm sorry. But,
Still learn those spells for no reason.
But no, for the majority of what we'll refer to as my mature life, since we are looking into the backdrops and behind the veils, Alex, I've traveled and studied under a multitude of teachers of various professions.
Very interesting.
Jack of all trades, one might say.
Slurping the
Do
soup.
you mind? There are still some bones. Flavor. Yeah, flavor.
Yeah.
I did say I used the whole fish.
So as the
Maybe that's why it
night
makes it
continues on, and it starts getting to actually nighttime, and Timothy specifically says he's gonna go to bed.
Who?
If that's okay.
You've done good work today. Do enjoy your rest. Be if there's any rowing to do, it'll be myself and you boys again. Crack of dawn to get the last leg out. So rest
What
well.
we're paid for.
Okay, good night. I'm going to bed.
Is anyone not going to bed?
Not immediately.
Same, not immediately.
I've got to work.
Not
I've
yet.
got to work on prototype. Help Gar with some of the potions.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
I'm
was my
in character.
plan.
I didn't mean in real life. I'm in
Yeah,
character.
yeah, we're talking in character.
Oh, okay. All right. Now you know I got confused.
Yes, sorry.
But,
Matt was saying he's got to work on like the sheet and everything.
no, on prototype.
Oh God.
I can totally work on prototype.
If you need me, I'll be here tinkering. I just sit here and
Tinker.
tinker with Cedric.
Kind of part of the cargo hold has been semi-converted into a craft lab at this point. Since we didn't have
I'll
time,
take pleasure.
we haven't had time to gut the whole ship out yet.
Mm-hmm.
So to rephrase my question, the people who are staying up, is there anything specific you want to do?
I am going to find a moment where the least amount of people are on the deck, and then I'm going to cast Find Steed.
Might want to wait until we're in Legged for that.
Okay.
Just saying.
And it's just a horse that looks like it's been through a fire.
You get a flame horse.
Do I see him trying to cast a spell?
I will hurt you.
I'm just curious. Do I see him trying to cast a spell?
I said the least
Yeah.
amount of people on deck as possible.
I
He
know.
was.
'Cause
Give me a perception. He was specifically trying to
I know.
not have people around, so. Yeah, you don't see it.
Yeah.
I'll say
Just
Graves is
across
just
the deck.
staring.
Good idea.
and I start petting it. It's like, good.
There is now a horse on deck.
It's on
Stay.
fucking fire.
Since I believe I have complete control of the horse. It's just going to stay and stay there until we get to town.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything specific? Sorry, what were you saying?
Now I have that until
Forever.
Until
Until it
Until
dies.
until it goes away.
Are you gonna give it a name?
I will think of that by next time.
Fair enough.
Bernie.
Scorgan, that'll that satisfies me better than Elkvis.
Yeah, does anyone else have any specific plans?
I take a Presty bath. I Presty my entire body and then go to sleep.
Alright, fair enough.
I will ask Alexander if you'd be so kind to go ahead and press the cots when you get a chance.
Oh,
You you unfortunately are the only one who appears to have that specific cantrip.
Oh yes, sure.
Poor guy is basically the one cleaning deckhand.
Yeah.
I will be just returning to the room and continuing to monitor the potion making, as well as tinkering with my My current poison.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
How's that for time? How's good timing on that one? I just spoke.
Yeah. I know we talked about it earlier, but
Well, I spaced off, popping by the jeweler to pick up a pearl for identify with. Unfortunately, you wouldn't happen.
I do.
Okay.
And spell prepared.
Because we've got. Well, I mean, whether you cast it prepared or through ritual is entirely up to you. But we do have that sword we acquired. I want to make sure. At this point, made sure none of us have physically touched it. Only prototype.
I will cast Identify upon the sword.
Here's where I equip prototype with it.
Oh boy.
Okay, can you give me the thing for identify? There's specific things in it that I don't remember.
One object that you must touch.
Which is fun. And I have both of those things. The pearl being the important one.
Yeah. Okay, let's see which tab it's in. I have a lot of tabs.
Same, and I only have stuff up for this game. I think I've opened the map like 5 times tonight.
Most of my tabs are recipes. Wine braised pork loin is the one I'm mainly staring at right now.
I miss being able to cast through my pet. Otherwise, I'd cast it through Frederick.
I mean, we can get Find Familiar if we work for it.
Yeah, but
just take
that's
a
more
fee.
effort. Yeah, because I don't have other stuff I want to grab.
Mm-hmm. There's a list.
Yeah.
Character building. Don't you love it?
Stares at my Monday character where I have no idea which way I'm gonna go.
That's half the fun.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know where to go, just
There you go.
hold off actually doing the level.
And with that, we're gonna call it a night.
Alright.
Can I roll an Arcana to see if I can figure it out?
You can roll an Arcana to try.
I will assist him with both the help and guidance as we are there together.
Wow.
And that screwed up because apparently Numlock was off. So that's a 29.
Okay. You can't tell, but you think you wouldn't be able to tell without being attuned.
Can I tell if it's good or bad?
You cannot.
Even with crit of 29?
Yeah. You have a feeling it's maybe not amazing. Maybe leaning towards bad, but it's hard to tell.
It's a great sword, correct?
Yes.
How risky are we talking, Austral?
You said it's not a... It...
We talking cursed?
Do I at least get that?
Yes. It is definitely cursed.
It is definitely cursed.
Okay. We'll lock it up in the quarters for now.
No. Anything else you want me to?
I have not looted anything recently. Don't want to take up too much of your night.
Not a problem.
The whole time I'm rubbing my like little vest pocket. So I know what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
Maybe another night.
Okay.
Don't wanna poke too many bears.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I completely forgot. Hey, Tyler, can you give me a wisdom save before we actually go?
Did you take a fucking cursed hat?
Nope.
It's not the hat.
Oh.
All right, thank you. Yeah, now we're calling it for the night.
I'm sticking it within my head that she took a cursed hat. That seems more logical.
That
The hat's not cursed. It's maybe something she's had for a bit now.
Yeah, actually, like what? 2 weeks?
Something she's had long enough.
Good night, Ulrich.